so-called bad guy, a person thought to be beyond redemption. But please, friends, never despair. No one is beyond saving. We must all remember to hope. Once upon a time, there was a pirate with a fancy hat and a dark heart.
I am Peter the Pirate, and I have a fancy and a dark heart.
Now, he had done many things and seen even more. He was older now and tired, and he thought it was time to come to shore for good.
I am old and tired. It is time to go ashore forevermore.
He had along with him his parrot friend named Polly. Polly flew out to him. He had a parrot friend named Polly, and she had a song. She said,
I'm Polly the Parrot, and I have a song.
and she sang it. Yo-ho. Now, even though Peter was fussy, she liked him all right.
You can be fussy, but I like it. Just saying, don't get me wrong.
Sometimes, though, she grew sad, all alone in the night.
I've been away from my friend for too long.
But in the morning, she almost always felt better. Now, as a pirate, Peter had swashbuckled his way across the oceans, plundering and stealing and making things messy for all the good sailors in the world. He thought of himself as a collector, and he collected all the most amazing treasures and kept them to himself on his own private island.
I had the most amazing treasure.
The problem with being a collector, especially one with a dark heart, is that sometimes you forget that not everything is meant to be kept. Peter the Pirate's private collection had treasures aplenty, but his most prized of all was his menagerie of magical creatures of legend and lore. He had a leash for Una, the flying unicorn. Una, the flying unicorn, was lonely and forlorn. She said,
I'm Una the unicorn, and I.
She said she was so lonely.
And I'm so lonely.
Peter said,
Of course you are. You're the last of your kind.
Una said,
I'm not the last of my kind, I'm the last thing you can see. Aren't you having fun here, my island?
she said, but the rest of my friends,
But the rest of my friends are beyond the rainbow, but except me.
now Peter had Nessie, a baby monster of the loch. He went and got Nessie, the giant pot. Peter the Pirate got Nessie's giant pot. He kept Nessie in a giant pot. Nessie missed the lake and never forgot.
I'm Nessie and I miss my lake.
Peter said,
Of course you do.
but
But Scotland's the pigs.
Nessie said,
Oh, Scotland, Scotland, would I ever see you again? Makes my heart break. Aren't you having fun here, my island? If I were home, I would swim and play hide and seek all day.
and Nessie sat down, sad in the pot. Now, Peter had his own mermaid named Mira. Mira swam fast and true. At least she did when she wasn't being held hostage in a bathtub.
I heard the mermaid that is a fast fisher.
Peter said,
Of course you are. That's why I let you rest in this tent.
Mira said,
Now I can't swim fast and free. It's all because of you.
Peter said,
Aren't you having fun here, my island?
and down she sunk into the tub. Now, he had all these creatures and one special robot-like friend. But most friends you don't lock up with chains. He had his own automaton named Adam. Adam was afraid he would rust up.
I'm Adam the automaton, and I'm afraid to rest.
Peter said,
Of course you are. It's been known to happen. Well,
Adam said, these salty sea waters.
these salty sea waters can turn me into dust.
Peter said,
Arr! Aren't you having fun here, my island? Well, we don't often play nice without them.
it's true, Peter was often rough. Now, nobody knows how he did it, but he managed somehow to capture the uncapturable. And Peter got himself a water spirit that he kept in a little bowl. Naya the water nymph missed her bubbling stream. She stood up in her bowl, and she stood up in her bowl. Naya the water nymph stood up in her bowl. Oh, we're going to stand up. Now Naya the water nymph missed her bubbling stream. She said, hi, I'm Naya the water nymph, and I miss my bubbling stream. Peter said,
Of course you do.
but this is the nicest bowl.
But this is the nicest bowl in all the world.
Naya said, my freshwater home is now just a dream. Naya the water nymph said, my freshwater home is now just a dream. Can you say dream? Say dream. Now, Peter said,
Arr, aren't you having fun here, my island?
Naya said, I'm not sure how much longer I can last. I'm running out of steam. Can you say I'm running out of steam? Say it. That's right. And down she sank into her bowl and sat down. Poor her. Now the pirate's heart grew even darker still. He had traveled the seas and collected the most beautiful and important and rare things in the entire world, and yet he did not feel happy. His menagerie didn't like him. His parrot was sad. He grew angry and sulked away into his room. He didn't notice a small little ladybug named Bella as she toured his treasure trove. She loved adventure and exploring new things.
My name is Belle the Ladybug, and I like to explore.
She saw all the treasures and she was quite impressed. She decided to turn a teapot that she found, a little teacup she found, and a napkin into a boat and a sail so that she could travel the world. This is a feather from your parrot friend. Go sit back down in your bowl.
This island is all I ever know.
She looked around and she saw the menagerie. She was filled with wonder until she discovered how sad all the creatures were. Oh, she decided that she would help.
I might small, but I'm here to help.
Bella flew all around the room and she saw the whole situation. All the animals stood up. Even in their bathtubs, they stood up. Even if they were robots, they stood up. All the automatons in the house stood up, and the water spirits as well. I'll help you stand up. Good job. Now, she was such a small ladybug, she was able to fly into Adam's lock and unlock it so that he was free. Very good. Good job, Bella. Now, Adam was able to break Una's leash. And together, they helped Nessie out of the pot. They helped Mira get back to the ocean. And Mira got into the ocean out of her backpack. She put her backpack away and got into the ocean. Good job. And they helped Naya and were very careful with her bowl. Now Bella knew of a sap in a tree that could protect Adam from water and rust.
I had to sap this tree and it you saved.
Polly let out a squawk and asked, what about her?
What? What about me? Silly Harry, you always been free. You just stay too long to help your friends.
Bella was a wise ladybug and looked Polly right in the eye when she said it. It was a truth that Polly did not know she knew. But when she heard it, she suddenly flew around the beach with joy. She flew and flew. Now, all these busy happenings did not go unnoticed. Peter came out and saw everyone was free. Peter, the pirate, came out and he saw that everyone was free.
What's this? All of you are leaving me here on this island? What about the treasures I can share with you? The adventures that we've had?
Polly almost stayed then, but Bella the ladybug was brave and wise. She asked Peter why he was so selfish and sad.
Peter, why are you so selfish and sad? Because I have a dark heart. I always have. Nonsense. No one is born with a black and sad heart. That means the problem.
And with that, Bella the ladybug flew right into Peter's ear. She flew right into his ear. She flew right down into his heart, and she stayed there for quite a while. Suddenly, she flew out of his ear and carried with her the ugliest barnacle that anyone had ever seen. It's one ugly barnacle. She said, your heart.
Your heart is just fine. All I want is to scare you a barnacle covering in dust this whole time.
Bella knew what had happened because it happens a lot. Sometimes when you're little, or even not that little, something happens that hurts. And some hurts are so bad that you'll do anything to stop it. As a pirate, poor Peter just gave up all hope and let a barnacle grow on his heart instead of just his boat. He felt suddenly lighter and suddenly younger, and he remembered how he used to love the sea as a boy, but he was told by a sailor that he was too small to sail the seas. That one mean comment had started it all. And instead of Peter talking about it, it made Peter forget the good boy that he was. Polly flew over to Peter and said,
Now you can start all over again.
Mira said,
You can sail.
Naya said, and explore.
And explore.
Nessie said,
And play games.
Una stood up and said,
And visit rainbows.
and Adam said,
And not be so rough.
Bella said,
You can always start all over again. I can't, and I'm sorry. I treated you all so badly. If you hop on my ship, I'll take you home gladly. I'm holding my parents. You stay for too long. Please, my dear friend, what do you think?
and she sang, everybody, Now, Peter did not forget Bella, and he invited her along. They sailed all the seas once again, returning what they had took. And Bella showed him how to write, and so he wrote a book. It was filled with all their travels and all the wise lessons they knew. And today they still travel, have adventures, and then they make time to go see all their friends. And they all lived happily ever after. Except, of course, that time they nearly fell right off the edge of the earth.